Yo, what?
We got bones.
What kind of bones?
It's in like a black bag.
Are you kidding me?
No, I'm not kidding you.
Today on Adventures with Purpose, you are not going to want to miss this episode as we start looking for Grandma. I call her Grandma. Her name is Virginia. She went missing a year ago. She was visiting from Florida. Her two brothers over here in Alabama, Glencoe. I don't know what the name of the other town is, but Glencoe. And then she was staying with one, gonna go visit the other one. Only like a 5-mile stretch to get from one house to the other. And during that stretch, Grandma went missing. This is one episode you're not gonna want to miss as we bring you into the world of what happened to Grandma. Let's just say that who we are meeting up with might have some information that is privy only to a select few.
Should I come out with the camera?
Let me find out first.
Okay.
All right, Dan. With that information, I say that we actually don't have that many bodies of water to search here. It's going to be a fairly easy search today with like three searches. So we have a little thing off of Spring Hill Road, or off of Macon, Spring Hill. So we'll check that one. We have an Old Town Church Road with a little creek next to there with some spots that might be deep enough for to hide a car. And then we also have the main river, which the main river sounds like she would not have actually been crossing any of those bridges that she had the opportunity to go in.
Yeah.
But maybe, just maybe, Sam. So I'm gonna say we head over by my brother's house. Let's go check this first location.
Let's go do it.
Right now. Macon Drive is where brother number 1 lived, and Glencoe is where we're at. So right now, here we are. We're on the little route GPS over here. Brother just lived right down at the very end of Macon Drive here, and we are heading over here. We have to actually finish down Macon, and then we're going to loop back around onto Sally Springs.
Wow, there's water.
Tell me about that right there. That is deep enough for a car to hide in. But a car could, I mean, it could be anywhere down there.
See how deep
We might want to do like 2 or 3 passes just to cover it. Sam!
Good thing Jared was holding the rope. Jared,
I didn't know I was supposed to hold the rope. it was only.
it was in your hand. It kind of like has a, oh hey Sam, I'm holding the rope type of vibe to it. You said go ahead and throw it.
100%. I was 100% Sam's fault. I was not holding the rope.
That was my fault that he wasn't holding the rope, guys. That's a perfect poking stick.
All right,
See what we got here.
all right. So no car there.
Yep, no car on that side.
Just for extra measure.
Yeah, just go to clip it in.
Yeah.
See if we can.
It's not going anywhere. Why she throws it so hard?
Jared goes flying. Here we go.
All right.
Oh, jeez.
All right, I'll take over. Well, you threw it. I mean, since you threw it, I mean, I want you to be the hero.
I'll be the hero.
If she's in there.
Hero, this is it.
Yeah.
Hero, she's here. So we're having fun, but in all seriousness, we are making sure these spots are cleared. And we're not snagging on anything. I'm not feeling any metal.
Clean, clear?
Yeah, it's clear.
All right, I'm gonna clip in. All right, our next move, we're gonna make a left on Padine. We're gonna go up Padine, and then it looks like Grandma's gonna have to get on 431. But oh no, Grandma's smart enough about cutting through parking lots. She can go on Riverside Drive, through the parking lot, along Riverside Drive,
that's it.
both sides right there.
All right,
That's our next stop. Well, and you have a guardrail here.
You do have a guardrail, and there's a fence here, but how old is this fence?
More than a year. Grandma only went missing last year.
Okay, yeah, that's
so
definitely
see the
more
trees.
than a year.
Grandma didn't go through the trees right there.
No, those.
Grandma didn't go through the guardrail. She didn't squeeze through there. She would have been going this direction.
Yeah.
I have to rule this out, but I can't. But we can't rule it out. Honestly.
I'm kind of ruling it out because you can see grass. We can see the bottom.
Oh, can you see the bottom?
Yeah, you can see grass and all kinds of stuff poking up. You see grass over there poking up.
I didn't see anything smashed. Like she.
No, I didn't see.
100%.
Yeah, I'm not buying it.
How are we going to get across the highway from here? And I think that if we just make a left on Patanich, I think that Grandma would be comfortable using that road to go across the river to the other side as we get over. So let's take this one. We'll make a left on Broad Street. That'll get us to the other side over there, and then we're going to take that mountain road up on Owl's Hollow.
Owl's Hollow. Where's Owl's Hollow? Let me see.
And then there's a great big, like the creek goes for like a mile or like 2 miles or so on the back road to Other Brother's house.
Oh, I see it.
And I think that's going to be a drone search and a foot search to identify where water might be deep enough over there.
Sounds good to me.
Owl's Hollow Drive.
Owl's Hollow.
And there's supposed to be a creek. That's not much of a creek.
No.
I think we need a bigger creek than that.
Yeah, that's overgrown. That's like a little trickle. A lot of trees though.
Yeah, but you can make your way through trees as well.
Yeah, but can you make your way through trees and not look like you made your way through trees? It seems like somebody would notice that.
No,
trees were plowed
I've
over.
seen trees, no trees that
Have
you
you?
can make through trees. Yeah.
All right.
Like almost so much so. I think like drone and almost walking. I don't know how far up this road we would have to go to walk. And I'm sure they walked this road. We can't assume anything though.
No, we can't assume.
So right now I don't see like that big of a creek.
Yeah.
Cricky creek. And although, you know, our thing is water, there's no water down there.
Yeah, we can't rule out that, you know, they should have gone up here.
We're here now, so might as well. I almost feel like we need to walk the entire thing.
Yeah.
It might be like a 2-mile walk.
Hey,
You did anything this morning?
Hanging with you.
These trees are going to stop her from getting in there. However, it's so steep that, you know, with this brush, you can go hiding in there for a year. Nobody's going to see her. I'll just take low, you take high, Sam. Let's just walk this thing and. Yeah. Dan's never driven the RV yet, but let's trust him.
Okay, sounds good.
All right. Yeah, if you watch from up there and I'll watch from down here, I'm on the road part. Yo.
Yo.
Hold up. I'm not playing either.
What do you see?
Hold on, I don't know. No, I'm being serious, guys.
Are you serious? What are you talking about?
No, I'm serious. I see something in here. Hold on. I can't quite tell yet. I can't get to it. Come straight down where you're at. Like it seriously looks like the front of a hood.
Yeah, I see something too.
What is that?
I don't know.
Hold on, I'm still, but it's kind of buried. Like I wouldn't think that it would be buried, so.
No, but it might be a piece.
Okay, it's part of a purple bumper. I mean, there's no car here.
Well, yeah, there's no car.
We just have a bumper, but I think Grandma's car is blue though. Yeah, that's just a piece of it.
Yeah.
All right, enjoy the walk.
Yeah, I'm not seeing anything yet from up here.
Yep. What?
We got bones.
What kind of bones?
I don't know yet.
You got a skull?
It's in like a black bag.
Are you kidding me?
This is not, no, I'm not kidding you.
Human?
I'm a little afraid to touch it.
I'll touch it. Hold on.
What is that?
I'm gonna say that's a fish. I don't believe that's human of any sort.
I wonder what it is though.
Leave a comment down below. Do you know what that is? All right, I'm going back down. You know, if what they say is true, that I just boss everybody around, I make you do this one.
Go on up.
Look, this stuff is like here's me.
Yeah, you should walk back to where the rocks are.
Here's this. Here's how tall it's getting. Can you see? Does it clear up there in front of me, or is it getting?
No, it looks like it gets worse.
Okay. Oh yeah, I'm coming back up there with you then. All right, I definitely like your view up here a lot better.
Yeah.
Because that is not lightening up down there at all.
No, it's just you getting.
Okay, we don't want to leave this untouched.
No.
Hey, look! I think that's Shelly. She drove up 3 hours from, south somewhere.
What's happening?
How you doing, Shelly?
Sherry.
Sherry, I'm sorry.
Sherry, thank you for being an incredible supporter and driving up. You drove up 3 hours today.
Yes.
To come hang out with us. Yeah, so go say hi to Dan, introduce yourselves, and we'll see you in 10, 15 minutes.
Huh?
Thanks, Sherry.
You welcome.
Can you break down right there, Dan?
Yep, breaking down.
Let's finish just driving up this road. We'll just kind of like look over the edge, make our way over to brother's house, and then make our way back over to the boat ramp. I think that's where
We need to focus our search.
yeah, right now we do.
Yeah, so the creek down there, I mean, it's not even deep enough to hide a Tonka truck. I mean, anybody could do what we just did.
Here's what I want to do. I want to invite anybody that is in the Glencoe, Alabama area. Come out here. You guys see where we're at. If you feel like this needs a more thorough search, and it probably does. Until Grandma's found, everything needs a more thorough search. So definitely come check out Al's Hollow. I think that area needs to be searched a lot more. We're gonna go do the water, and let's make this a team effort for sure.
Yeah, well, a lot of these are trailers for fishing boats. So I'm thinking, you know, fishing boats equals sonar.
Yeah. But a lot of them don't sonar right at the boat ramp.
True.
They wait until they're out.
Yeah, that's true.
So we're gonna go sonar, right?
Which way is the water flowing? That way?
I think it's flowing that way. Well, let's just scan up a little bit right here, though. Alright, so already down to 23 feet here.
It drops off fast.
Yeah, 26 feet.
Oh yeah, plenty deep enough.
A lot of bait fish down here. By bait fish, this is like a bait ball here. See the
Oh, yeah.
fish right there? And then another pile of bait fish there. I've never seen so much fish in one area before. Bait fish, bait fish, bait fish, bait fish.
Oh yeah, they're all over the place.
I'm really surprised we're not hitting on stuff. Like yesterday, day before,
Absolutely.
today.
Yeah, their water's really clean around here.
It's clean as in,
Clean,
I mean,
clean
it's
as-
dirty, but
But yeah, clean as in no cars.
this used to be the place back in the day.
Yeah, old marina.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, this is great.
Do you want to go under there?
Yeah, let's go underneath. Yeah, totally.
Okay.
Let's go.
Lay low. How low can you go? How low can you go? Uh-oh. I may not go low enough. Okay, we got it. Woo!
Wow.
Alright, well, pass or two up towards the boat ramp. This area is clear, no grandma.
Oh, grandma.
So, at this moment in time, we came, and Dan will show you like a little map, but we came from Macon Drive, we came up, we searched, you know, the little slough there that was really shallow. We found a little creek that, I said creek, that's right, I do say creek all the time. We searched that creek, then we made a left, then we found and we looked in the little area. We came through the parking lot, we looked in this area, nothing there, couldn't get through. We ended up coming across the bridge and ended up searching Al's Hollow is where we ended up. I think that our viewers, people from the area, I think they should go back to Al's Hollow and search this area more. We've searched everything on this route between brother's house and brother's house. At the end of the day, I don't think there's a lot more that we can do here in Glencoe, Alabama to look for grandma. We got out, we scurried, scuffled in the bushes. We got a lot of ground covered. I wish we could have solved this one. We can't solve them all, but even if we solve 10% of what we do, that's still 10%
yeah.
more than we would have done had we not been looking. So
absolutely.
we really appreciate you guys being here today. And other than that, make sure to subscribe, turn on the bell notification. That way you get noticed for the next video that comes out. We'll see you next time. Later.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.